Picture this. You glance down at your palms and notice an ethereal glow, a perfect crescent moon resting in one hand, the letter M etched delicately into the other. At this very moment, the universe is whispering to you, urging you to expand your consciousness and awaken to a truth that has been hidden in plain sight. But here's the catch. Not everyone around you wishes for your light to shine brighter. Some, yes, even those closest to you, may feel threatened by the divine aura you carry. They see it, they sense it, and they will try to dim it. This isn't just another message or video. It's a calling from the cosmos itself, delivered through me as a vessel of spiritual insight. I've walked this path, felt the weight of energy-draining individuals who masquerade as friends, relatives, or confidants. Trust me when I say, you are not alone. Your powerful aura makes you magnetic, but it also makes you a target for those who thrive on draining others' vitality. Because what lies ahead isn't just advice, it's transformation. Together, we'll explore how to elevate your spiritual perspective, fortify your inner shield, and reclaim your energy from the shadows of toxicity. By the time we're done, you'll possess tools to protect your spirit and let your divine light burn brighter than ever before. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and prepare to step into a higher version of yourself. The universe chose this moment for you. You owe it to yourself to listen. To truly understand why individuals bearing the sacred symbols of the M and crescent moon on their palms attract energies both divine and draining, we must first delve into the concept of spiritual antennas. These markings are not mere coincidences or quirks of fate. They are cosmic imprints, signaling an extraordinary distant stations. Your palms act as conduits through which divine wisdom flows, but also where lower frequency energies can seep in if you're unprepared. The M marking, often associated with heightened intuition and psychic awareness, amplifies your ability to perceive truths beyond the veil of ordinary perception. It's no wonder that people with this mark frequently describe themselves as empaths. Feeling emotions symbolizes receptivity and openness to receiving messages from higher realms, dreams, and even ancestral guides. Together, these marks create a potent combination, making you a magnet for energy exchange. However, this gift comes at a price. Just as light attracts moths, your vibrant aura draws those who unconsciously seek to siphon your vitality. This duality is what makes understanding these markings and learning how to navigate them so crucial. When you carry such powerful spiritual antennas, it's inevitable that you'll encounter two types of forces: divine guidance from higher realms and parasitic influences from low-frequency entities or individuals. On one hand, the divine energies come to uplift, inspire, and guide you toward fulfilling your soul's purpose. You might experience sudden flashes of clarity during meditation, vivid dreams carrying profound messages, or synchronicities that feel too precise to be random. These moments are gifts meant to align you with your highest path. On the other hand, there are those who unconsciously or sometimes maliciously seek to drain your energy. These could be toxic family members, manipulative friends, or even strangers whose intentions aren't immediately clear. Their behavior stems from a subconscious recognition of your brilliance. Their own insecurities compel them to dim your light, to make themselves feel more secure. Worse still, some may attach themselves to you energetically, feeding off your emotional reserves without realizing the harm they cause. Understanding the difference between these forces is key to maintaining balance. Recognizing when someone is pulling from your well allows you to set boundaries, before depletion sets in. Have you ever wondered why certain people seem inexplicably drawn to you, only to leave you feeling exhausted after interactions? If you bear the M and crescent moon markings, the answer lies in the vibrational frequency you emit. Those with highly attuned spiritual antennas radiate a unique energy, a blend of compassion, strength, and inner wisdom that acts as a beacon for others. Unfortunately, not all who gravitate toward this light do so with pure intentions. Mean-spirited individuals, whether out of jealousy, fear, or ignorance, are particularly adept at sensing your divine glow. They may not consciously realize why they feel compelled to criticize, belittle, or presence challenges their worldview, forcing them to confront aspects of themselves they'd rather ignore. Instead of rising to meet this challenge, they attempt to pull you down to their level. This dynamic can manifest subtly, such as passive-aggressive comments or backhanded compliments, or overtly, like outright hostility. Either way, recognizing this pattern empowers you to shield yourself from their influence. While spirituality often transcends the realm of science, modern research offers intriguing parallels to explain why certain individuals attract specific energies. Quantum physics teaches us that everything in existence vibrates at a particular frequency, including human beings. When you possess markings like the M and crescent moon, your vibrational frequency operates at a higher level than most. This elevated state naturally draws in energies resonating at similar wavelengths, such as divine guidance, positive opportunities. As magnets attract both poles, high-frequency individuals inevitably draw in opposing energies as well. Low-vibration entities, be they negative thought forms, disempowering beliefs, or toxic personalities, are pulled toward your aura because your light creates contrast against their darkness. Without proper grounding techniques and energetic protection, this influx of opposing forces can lead to fatigue, anxiety, or even physical illness. By understanding the mechanics behind these energetic exchanges, you gain the knowledge needed to fortify your spirit and maintain equilibrium. One of the most critical steps in protecting your spiritual antennas is learning to identify the energy drainers lurking in your environment. These individuals often wear masks of familiarity, appearing as close friends, relatives, or colleagues. Yet beneath the surface, their behaviors reveal a pattern of manipulation, criticism, or complaining, excessive drama, or an inability to celebrate your successes. For example, consider the relative who always seems to find fault with your choices, no matter how well-intentioned, or the friend who monopolizes conversations with tales of woe, leaving you drained and unheard. Even seemingly innocuous behaviors, like interrupting or dismissing your ideas, can chip away at your confidence over time. Once you become aware of these patterns, you can begin to distance yourself emotionally, setting firm boundaries that prevent further energy leakage. Protecting your spiritual antennas requires more than awareness, it demands action. Fortunately, there are numerous tools and practices designed to shield your aura and repel unwanted energies. One effective method involves visualization exercises, such as imagining a golden light surrounding your body, forming an impenetrable barrier against negativity. Another technique, removing stagnant energies. Additionally, grounding rituals help anchor your spirit, preventing you from becoming overwhelmed by external influences. Walking barefoot on grass, meditating with crystals like black tourmaline or hematite, and practicing deep breathing exercises all contribute to stabilizing your energy field. Incorporating these practices into your daily routine ensures that your spiritual antennas remain aligned with divine frequencies while deflecting anything harmful. Despite the challenges posed by attracting both divine and draining energies, carrying the M and Crescent moon markings is ultimately a blessing. These symbols signify your role as a spiritual beacon, a guidepost for others navigating their own journeys. While some may attempt to dim your light, remember that your purpose is far greater than any temporary discomfort caused by toxic influences. By embracing your gifts and cultivating resilience, you fulfill the destiny written in your palms. The markings on your palms, the M and the Crescent moon, are not merely symbols etched by chance. They are ancient spiritual seals, passed down through generations as part of an inherited contract between your soul and the universe. These marks signify that you have agreed to carry a specific spiritual responsibility in this lifetime, one that transcends the boundaries of your individual existence. You are not just living for yourself. You are here to fulfill a role deeply intertwined with the collective evolution of humanity. Imagine for a moment the vast web of ancestry, stretching back centuries, each thread representing a life lived, lessons learned, and energies accumulated. Within this intricate tapestry, certain souls volunteer to step forward and act as guardians, healers, or conduits of divine wisdom. If you bear these sacred seals, it is likely because your ancestors recognize the weight of their own unresolved burdens and entrusted you with the task of carrying forward their unfinished work. This does not mean you are shackled to their karma, but rather that you possess the strength and clarity needed to transmute their lingering energies into light. This spiritual inheritance comes with both blessings and challenges. On one hand, you inherit profound gifts, heightened intuition, the ability to sense unseen forces, and an innate connection to higher realms. On the other hand, you also carry the weight of protecting what has been entrusted to you, a mantle of responsibility that requires vigilance, self-awareness, and unwavering dedication. Understanding this dynamic allows you to embrace your role fully while safeguarding yourself from those who might seek to exploit your gifts. Before incarnating into this physical plane, your soul made agreements. Contract bearing the M and Crescent moon markings indicates that you volunteered to carry out a mission of immense importance, to serve as a bridge between the material and spiritual worlds. Your soul knew the risks involved in taking on such a role. It understood that being a conduit for divine energy would make you visible not only to benevolent forces, but also to those operating at lower frequencies. Yet, despite these challenges, your soul chose this path because it recognized its capacity to heal, uplift, and transform. This choice reflects your inherent courage and commitment to the greater good. However, it also means that protection must become second nature. Without proper shielding, you risk becoming overwhelmed by the very energies you came here to transmute. Think of your soul agreement as a covenant written in starlight, binding you to a sacred duty. Each challenge you face serves as a reminder of this pact, urging you to rise above adversity and honor the promises you made. Before birth, by acknowledging this truth, you align yourself more closely with your purpose, allowing your divine light to shine even brighter. To fully grasp the significance of your inherited contract, we must delve deeper into the concept of ancestral wisdom encoded within your DNA. Modern science tells us that genetic information carries memories of our forebears, influencing everything from physical traits to predispositions towards certain behaviors. Similarly, the energetic imprints left behind by our ancestors influence our spiritual makeup, shaping how we interact with the world around us. If you carry them, it's possible that your ancestors deliberately imprinted these symbols onto your energetic blueprint. Perhaps they foresaw the trials humanity would face in this era and selected you as a vessel for their hopes, dreams, and unfulfilled aspirations. In essence, you are walking proof that the past is never truly past. It lives on through you. Seeking resolution and renewal. This connection to your lineage grants you access to profound insights and abilities. For instance, you may find yourself drawn to rituals, traditions, or practices that resonate deeply without understanding why. Or you might experience vivid dreams that feel like messages from another time. These occurrences are clues pointing to your ancestral ties and reminding you of the responsibilities you've inherited. By honoring these connections, you strengthen your bond with the divine, while fulfilling your role as a guardian of ancestral wisdom. One of the most critical aspects of your inherited contract is the obligation to protect not only yourself, but also those whose lives intersect with yours. As someone bearing spiritual seals, you naturally attract individuals who unconsciously seek refuge from the storms of life. Friends, family members, and even strangers may gravitate toward you during times of crisis. Sensing your stabilizing presence can be incredibly rewarding. It also places significant demands on your energy reserves. To fulfill your protective role effectively, you must first ensure that your own spirit remains fortified. Imagine trying to shelter others from a storm while standing unprotected under open skies. You'd quickly succumb to the elements. The same principle applies to energetic exchanges. Without adequate safeguards, you risk absorbing negativity, fear, and pain from those around you, leaving you depleted and vulnerable. This is where the concept of energetic sovereignty becomes paramount. Sovereignty means claiming ownership over your personal power and refusing to allow external influences to dictate your state of being. Practices such as setting energetic boundaries, invoking spiritual allies, and regularly cleansing your aura enable you to maintain control over your environment. When you operate from a place of strength and your sphere of influence, while the weight of your inherited contract may sometimes feel heavy, it's essential to remember that every burden carries the potential for transformation. The challenges you encounter, whether they stem from toxic relationships, ancestral wounds, or encounters with low-frequency entities, are opportunities to deepen your understanding of your purpose. Each obstacle presents a chance to refine your skills, expand your consciousness, and grow closer to the divine source. Consider the story of alchemy, where base metals are transformed into gold through intense heat and pressure. Similarly, the difficulties you face serve as catalysts for spiritual growth, turning raw experiences into refined wisdom. When you view your struggles through this lens, they cease to be mere hardships and instead become stepping stones on your journey toward enlightenment. Moreover, embracing your role as a spiritual beacon empowers you to assist others in their transformation. Sharing your insights, offering guidance, and embodying resilience, you inspire those around you to embark on their own paths of healing. In doing so, you amplify the ripple effect of positive change, contributing to the collective awakening of humanity. How do you know when your inherited contract is being activated? Often, the signs appear subtly, yet unmistakably. You might notice recurring synchronicities, such as seeing repeated numbers 1111 or encountering symbols associated with your spiritual journey. Dreams may take on new intensity, revealing hidden truths or offering glimpses into alternate dimensions. Intuitive hits, those sudden flashes of knowing, become more frequent, guiding you toward decisions aligned with your higher purpose. Physical sensations can also indicate activation. Tingling in your palms, warmth radiating from your heart center, or spontaneous goosebumps often signal that divine energies are flowing through you. Pay attention to these cues as they prove valuable feedback about your alignment with your soul's mission. Ignoring them risks straying off course, while embracing them accelerates your progress. Additionally, periods of intense emotional upheaval or existential questioning often precede major activations. These moments of discomfort force you to confront limiting beliefs, release outdated patterns, and step fully into your power. Though challenging, they ultimately pave the way for profound breakthroughs. Acknowledging your inherited contract is only the beginning. To truly honor your ancestors and the legacy they entrusted to you, you must translate awareness into action. This involves actively engaging with your spiritual gifts, cultivating practices that enhance your connection to higher realms, and using your abilities to uplift others. Whether through acts of service, creative expression, or simply embodying compassion in daily interactions, you contribute to the fulfillment of your soul's agreement. Remember that honoring your ancestors doesn't require perfection. It's okay to stumble, to question, to feel unsure at times. What matters most is your willingness to keep moving forward, trusting that each step brings you closer to realizing your divine purpose. By staying true to your path, you not only redeem the past, but also illuminate the future for generations yet to come. When you embrace your role as a carrier of spiritual seals, the impact extends far beyond your immediate circle. Like a stone dropped into still water, your actions create ripples that touch countless lives. Each person you inspire, heal, or guide carries the energy you shared into their own networks, amplifying the effects exponentially. Over time, this ripple effect contributes to a global shift in consciousness, a movement toward unity, love, and enlightenment. By fulfilling your inherited contract, you play a vital part in this of transcending its limitations, rising above fear, and embracing its divine nature. And though the journey may be fraught with challenges, the rewards are immeasurable. For in serving the greater good, you discover the deepest meaning of your existence. Stay with me as we continue exploring the tools, techniques, and insights necessary to navigate this sacred path. Together, we'll unlock the full potential of your spiritual antennas and illuminate the way forward for yourself, your ancestors, and the world. If you bear the sacred markings of the M and Crescent moon on your palms, it's crucial to understand that you are not only a beacon for divine light, but also a target for those who unconsciously or deliberately seek to drain your energy. These individuals, often referred to as emotional vampires, operate through manipulation, guilt-tripping, or subtle forms of exploitation. What makes them roles, friends, partners, colleagues, or even acquaintances met online. To the untrained eye, they appear harmless, yet beneath the surface lies a pattern of behavior designed to sap your vitality and leave you feeling depleted. Unlike overt acts of aggression, which are easy to identify and avoid, energy drainers often wear masks that blend seamlessly into everyday life. For instance, consider the friend who always calls during their lowest moments but rarely checks in on you, or the partner who consistently shifts blame onto you, framing every disagreement as your fault. Even online interactions can harbor hidden dangers. Think of social media trolls who provoke arguments or passive-aggressive comments disguised as jokes. For those with the M and Crescent moon markings, detecting these behaviors requires heightened awareness. Emotional vampires excel at creating narratives that position themselves as victims, eliciting sympathy and validation from others. They may use phrases like, "You're the only one I can trust," or "I don't know what I'd do without you," subtly placing the weight of their problems squarely on your shoulders. Over time, this relentless demand for emotional labor, resentful and disconnected from your own needs. Recognizing these patterns early is key to preventing long-term damage. Start by paying attention to how you feel after spending time with certain individuals. Do you walk away energized and uplifted, or do you find yourself questioning your worth and second-guessing your decisions? Trust your intuition. It knows when something isn't right. Once you've identified potential energy drainers, you can begin implementing strategies to safeguard your spirit. Individuals bearing the M and Crescent moon markings are prime targets for emotional vampirism due to their innate capacity for empathy and healing. Your spiritual antennas naturally attune you to the emotions of others, making it difficult to ignore cries for help, even when those cries stem from ulterior motives. Additionally, your luminous aura acts as a magnet, drawing in both positive and negative energies alike. While this quality enhances your ability to connect deeply with others, it also makes you an attractive source of sustenance for those seeking to fill their own voids. Furthermore, many emotional vampires intuitively sense your divine glow and gravitate toward it, hoping to bask in its warmth. However, instead of absorbing its light constructively, they attempt to siphon it off for personal gain. This process can occur consciously or unconsciously. Some individuals recognize their manipulative tendencies and actively exploit them, while others remain oblivious to the harm they cause. Either way, the result is the same. Your energy reserves dwindle, leaving you vulnerable to burnout and spiritual fatigue. It's important to remember that being targeted does not reflect weakness on your part. It reflects strength. Your vibrational frequency operates at a level that low-frequency entities cannot sustain independently, so they latch onto you in hopes of elevating themselves. By acknowledging this truth, you reclaim your power and take proactive steps to fortify your defenses. In today's digital age, emotional vampirism has found fertile ground in online platforms. Social media, messaging apps, and virtual communities provide ample opportunities for energy drainers to infiltrate your life under the guise of connection. The anonymity afforded by screens emboldens some individuals to engage in toxic behaviors they might otherwise suppress in face-to-face interactions. From constant venting sessions to unsolicited drama, these exchanges can quickly erode your mental and emotional well-being. Consider the person who floods your inbox with lengthy messages detailing their struggles, expecting immediate responses despite never asking about your day. Or the acquaintance who uses public forums to air grievances, baiting others into heated debates. Even seemingly benign activities, such as scrolling through curated highlight reels, can trigger feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Each interaction chips away at your energy, leaving you drained and disconnected from your true self. To navigate this modern landscape effectively, establish clear boundaries around your online presence. Limit your exposure to negativity by curating your feed, muting toxic voices, and prioritizing uplifting content. Practice discernment when engaging with others. Ask yourself whether the conversation serves mutual growth or merely feeds someone else's need for attention. By taking control of your digital environment, you preserve your energy for meaningful connections and pursuits. Perhaps nowhere is emotional vampirism more devastating than within intimate relationships. Partnerships built on trust and vulnerability should ideally serve as sanctuaries, offering refuge from the chaos of the outside world. Yet for those bearing spiritual seals, romantic entanglements can sometimes become breeding grounds for energy theft. Manipulative partners may exploit your empathetic nature, using guilt, shame, or fear to maintain control over them. Relationship. Common tactics include gaslighting, making you doubt your perceptions; triangulation, introducing third parties to create jealousy or insecurity; and projection, blaming you for issues they refuse to confront. Over time, these behaviors chip away at your confidence, leaving you feeling unworthy and dependent on their approval. Worse still, the deep emotional bond you share amplifies the impact of their actions, making it harder to extricate yourself from the situation. Protecting your spirit in relationships begins with setting firm boundaries and fostering open communication. Clearly articulate your needs and expectations, and hold your partner accountable for respecting them. If necessary, seek external support, a therapist, counselor, or trusted confidant, to gain perspective and reinforce your resolve. Remember, love should empower and uplift, not diminish and deplete. Friendships, too, can harbor hidden dangers for those with spiritual zeal. Nourish the soul. Toxic ones act as parasites, feeding off your generosity and goodwill. Consider the friend who consistently cancels plans last minute, yet expects you to drop everything when they need support. Or the acquaintance who monopolizes conversations with tales of woe, rarely pausing to acknowledge your contributions. Such dynamics undermine your self-worth and leave you questioning the authenticity of the bond. What sets toxic friendships apart is the lack of reciprocity. Healthy relationships operate on a give-and-take basis, where both parties invest equally in each other's happiness and growth. In contrast, toxic friendships resemble one-way streets, with all effort flowing outward from you. This imbalance creates a vacuum, sucking your energy dry without replenishment. Breaking free from these dynamics requires courage and clarity. Begin by evaluating the quality of your friendships. Do they inspire joy, growth, and mutual respect, or do they leave you feeling drained?